Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, call Allah Yahweh, Shem Shabbat, Shem Kwadash, and also double honors once again go out to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who through the Holy Spirit continue to teach us this truth. This is Naaman of the DC camp. And as you can see here on my screen, all right, face masks required. Well, as often the case, people don't put much thought into it. They'll see things posted or hear things, especially when you're using public transportation, you're constantly bombarded with it's federal law, this, that, and the other, without thinking it through. Because let's face it, it's actually what they want. All right. But let's dig a little deeper into this. What is a law, federal or otherwise, executive order versus a mandate? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let the video play here. This is this young man. I believe he's here, well, not here, but he's at Denver Airport International, Denver Airport, you know. So here we go. And here you see he's trying to inform Jake. You see she's constantly rubbing her hands, so she's one of them. All right. She's just taking it on the president, who I'm more than likely sure that she voted for. at his word. All right. We got to remember people like this, Biden and Harris, are their saviors. All right. So, it's like Biden's word is law, borrowing from Marvel Comics' Doctor Doom. All right. Biden's word is law. Not understanding, and it's what this young man is trying to explain to her. There's a difference here. I let that play through because I want you to digest the whole thing without me constantly interrupting. But this is the state of the American public. All right, dumbed down to a point where they're just, as the Jewish people like to call them, goyim. All right, nothing but cattle, and that's what they want. Now, I'm not saying it's sad that you have to make this disclaimer. Now, if you're in a bind and you have to be somewhere, and if you get caught up, exercise proper judgment. All right, use wisdom. All right, because we have to throw this out here. Not encouraging anybody to act stupid. All right. Verse 25, it says, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Because those particular officers understood, and also how Jake presented himself, that played a very large part. All right. They happen to be, yeah, he's right. There is no, federal law. And he managed to separate the two. Well, here's the airline. And the guy was like, yeah, I signed a contract. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I signed a contract, so I agree to do what they ask of me. But the TSA, you've got things, people are just using this to their advantage. All right. Let's get, since I'm in here, because like I said, the American people have been dumbed down to the point where it's just to go with the flow. Fuck it. I'll take this shot because I'm so inconvenienced, because the life that I thought was so great, I want to go back to whatever that life was, that you're not thinking that, well, wait a minute. They want to shoot something in me that they just whipped up in a matter of months, when all these other diseases have been out for decades with no apparent advancement or vaccine or anything in the way of vaccines or anything like that. Whoa, no, you're thinking, I'm so inconvenienced. I used to not realizing that this is all this is all by design. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Let's go into that. That decree, all right? This is Strong's H2710. Kakwach. All right. Lawgiver, governor, decree, grave, portray, law, printed, set, note, appoint. To cut out, decree, inscribe, set, engrave, portray, govern. All right. To trace, mark out, to engrave, inscribe of a law. All right. Just written down, to inscribe, enact. All right. Let's go into, let's see, something decreed, law. All right. Let's go in Strong's definitions. Properly, to hack, i.e. engrave, Judges 5:14. To be a scribe, simply, by implication, to enact laws being cut in stone or metal tablets in primitive times, or generally prescribe, appoint, decree, governor, grave, lawgiver, note, portray, print. Let's go into, let's see. All right. Decree, an official order issued by a legal authority. Order, another synonym. Edict, command, commandment. Mandate. What do we say about mandate? Let's go on a mandate. It says an official law or commission to do something. All right. Instruction, directive, direction, decree, command, order, injunction. All right. The authority to carry out a policy or course of action regarded as given by the electorate to a candidate or party that is victorious in an election. And this goes to the difference between Trump and you Negroes that were so eager to vote this guy Biden in office because he had a person of color on his ticket. The same, well, almost the same game they played with Obama, who didn't do anything for you either. All right. So our people keep getting played. All right. Again, there's a difference here. You got an executive order. You have a mandate. That's not an official law. Now let's go into law. Here's law. The system of rules which a particular country or community recognizes as regulating the actions of its members and which it may enforce by the imposition of penalties. That's what the young man was trying to say when he first presented his argument. There aren't, when you have those signs up there, there is no code USC section, what is it? USC, it's just something like 548 section A, whatever. All right. That's not there. All right. Again, a law, the system of rules which a particular country or community recognizes as regulating the actions of its members and which it may enforce by the imposition of penalties. All right. A rule defining correct procedure or behavior in, oh, well, that's something else. Yeah, we'll stay with the first one here. Of its members in which it may enforce by the imposition of penalties. All right. Synonyms, rules and regulations, system of laws, body of laws, constitution, legislation. All right. Yes, I'm only a bill, blah, blah, blah. All right. Jurisprudence. All right. Wow. Again, the dumbing down of America. All right. You're more worried about, I can't go out to the club. All right. Wow. But actually, that's a good thing, because this place needs to be done away with yesterday. That's what we're praying for. All right. This is Micah. All right. 3:1. The heading here says rulers denounce. It says, and I said, here I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel, is it not for you to know judgment? Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them and their flesh from off their bones. And that's what's happening to our people. We're out here on the highways and byways trying to put, all right, the skin back on our people, letting them know who you really are. All right. And then through Christianity and other things, they continue to break our people down. All right. And like I said, that's all by design. It keeps them pliable. All right. So what's happening now with a lot of our people waking up, these devils are nervous. Now we're in Revelation 11 verses 7 and 8, where they're getting scared now. All right. So they got Herb and try to get this new world order set up. Verse 3, it says, who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot and his flesh within the cauldron. You're even seeing now, I saw this about a month ago, time flies so fast now. I was watching, because I happened to be on my way to camp, and I was watching ISUPK set up. I just happened to be going by, and I see opposite corners, I see these Christians, with their bullhorns, blasting out their crap. See, what's happening is now, ISUPK, whatever, but at the very least, they're telling you that you're Israelites, and these Christians are out there, they're presenting this opposition, and it's open now, whereas they were probably laughing before. They're realizing they're losing their grip. All right, this is, let's see. Let's go to 6th chapter. Let's see, start at, yeah, I'll go right to the point, because our people, whether they realize it or not, you know, it's all kinds of witchcraft going on out here. There's all kinds of things that'll trip you up. And it doesn't take much to get involved in idolatry. All right. Anything just about being idle, you put it before, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. This is Micah chapter 6, verse 16. It says, "For the statutes of Omri are kept, and all the works of the house of Ahab. And ye walk in their counsels," substitute America, "that I should make thee a desolation, and the inhabitants thereof are an hissing. Therefore ye shall bear the reproach of my people." All right. Let's go to Hosea 5. All right. Let's go to the heading again. The people's apostasy rebunked. All right. This is This is Hosea chapter 5, verse 11. It says, "Ephraim is oppressed and broken in judgment, because he willingly walked after the commandment. Therefore will I be unto Ephraim as a moth, and to the house of Judah as rottenness." All right. Because what? Because we went off to such a degree that the Most High treated us like an enemy. All right. That's why we're going through what we're going through. That's why there are drugs in the hood. And like I say, these Edomites, the so-called white man, it's the Most High's whipping stick against us. All right. That's what he was, hey, Psalms chapter 10 and chapters 17. All right. And that's why we're out here like, please, please, please come back, quickly. So once again, I think I went way over. Let's see. Oh, wow. Time just goes. I had to do that. Play that in its entirety, so you get the full understanding of that. So with that, yeah, once again, young man did a good job. That's what it's all about. So with that, hey, once again, to whoever views this, I hope you're edified. That's what Great Millstone aims to do. All right, and this is all in trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. All right, so we get the hell up out of here. So with that, hey, shalom.